perhaps the most unique feature on the inside is the elevator bed. And people have done elevator beds before, and we're not the first one to do it, but you know, we wanted a slightly different take. You know, most people are using garage door motors and motorized things. We decided to do a manual system, even though we're off grid and we probably will have power all the time. I'm like, well, what if something fails and I don't have power, and then we're on the road and we want to go to bed, and I can't let the bed down, you know. So I came up with it's all garage door parts. It's a chain hoist that's geared down to make it easier. And then the drums, the little pulleys, those are just the torsion bar on a garage door. That's the drums that pull the cable. So it's all off-the-shelf parts. I had to make some of the brackets to mount it to the wall. You know, that was a little tricky, but in the end, it works pretty well. I'll show you. These guys, they flip out so that the bed has a spot to rest on. The back corners are fixed, so we don't have to flip those. So the chain keep right here, that keeps it from coming down. It will come down on its own. The bed's about 150 pounds, and so it's not terribly heavy, but it's heavy enough that you don't want to be under it when it comes down. So that's all we do to let it down. And we have been living it the past 2 weeks on the road, and it's quite nice to sleeping in this thing because we don't need a ladder. We can both just hop up here, queen size bed, 2 people, and then we don't we do wake up, and we've got these 360 views, these big windows on, you know, a circle window, and these 2 big square windows all around us. So it's just like, it's actually, we don't have blinds, so it's almost a little too much. Sun's been rising at like 5:30. We don't usually get up till 7, so it's been kind of waking up early with the sun. It's cool, but it's a little too bright. We're gonna get some window coverings. She's already picked out some pleated insulated blinds to come in here. Now this guy, we're not quite sure. I think it's just gonna end up being some kind of drape that you can't make a circle blind. So, and this where we're standing in right now, this is kind of the hub of activity of the whole space. This is our combined multi-purpose living, cooking, dining, and there's also guest quarters here. Yeah, so the whole unit sleeps 6 people. We've got this bed that we're going to show you here. This dining space, of course, converts to a bed as well, and then we've got the master bedroom in there. So I'm going to just start right off with the cool stuff here. So the bed is motorized and comes down pretty quickly there. I'm going to hold it down, and it stops just above the TV, so you can still sit underneath it while it's down. A little ladder, and you just crawl up on there. You know, it's just Matt and I in here plus our dog, but a lot of our clients love to have their, kids up there, whether it's for sleeping or just kind of, having a break. It's really nice to have another place that's not just your bed. Not really a big fan of working in bed and doing other activities, so it's nice to kind of have a little loft area. Yeah, this is really our guest bed space. It's it's extra long. It's actually 90 inches long. It's 10 inches longer than a king-size bed. And this is built by a company called Project 2000. It was an Italian company, just recently got bought out by Lippert Components, but it's fantastic. The build quality is just second to none. It's rated for 600 pounds, so you get a lot of kind of real quality design into this product here. You can see I'm shaking it. There's really nothing that's moving. We put a 5-inch mattress on top of here. There's wood slats underneath, and this is it's very lightweight. It's all built out of aluminum. And what's also really cool about this is you can always leave it made or unmade if you like, because you just take it, put it up into the ceiling, and your bed's in a clean environment. You don't have to always make that bed. Yeah, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to converting spaces and making beds and things like that. Matt will tell you. It's funny, he's really big on kind of cleaning up major things, and then I'm really obsessed with like detailing things. Yeah, true. So yeah, makes sense. And so what's also nice about this is you can see, I'm down. You can raise it just a little bit to kind of go into this other mode. As big as you, honey. Yeah. So there you go. Now you can stop it there. You can see we're now in an environment where we can both
have people up there kind of snoozing as guests, but if you're, say you're up late, you're hanging out, having a late, evening, drinking around the table, playing some cards, you can utilize both spaces at once, and we intentionally designed that. By the way, this also converts into a bed. This is the kind of the third sleeping space of the living vehicle, and this is the same exact size as the bed above us. It's also a full width, but it's again 90 inches long. So vertically, I don't know, tall people get to enjoy the space as well. It's not just limited to folks under under 6 foot.
The primary bed, we're using a horizontal Murphy or a wall bed system. So it just comes down right here.
The living area of the RV, certainly still a living area, but this is our bedroom or our bed. And Amanda and I built a queen size bed platform, and we are really happy with that decision. The RV originally had a convertible twin size bed, or it's like slightly even smaller than twin size, and it was innovative in its design, and especially for the age of this vehicle, innovative that they even built something like that at the time. But having to set the bed up every night, break it down in the daytime when we wanted to travel, was really not ideal for us, and it was also not very comfortable because it's like 60-year-old seats basically that you're sleeping on. So instead we did a little bit of modification to the floor plan, and we built a platform and put in this queen size bed, got ourselves a cheap memory foam mattress on Amazon, which has been actually really comfortable. I don't think you need to spend $1,200 to get yourself a cheap one. And yeah, it's kind of cool. It's perpendicular to the length of the vehicle, and it's nice because we can flip our heads to either side depending on the, if we're on a little bit of slant. I'm really sensitive to having my head up or downhill, so I like to always have my head uphill. So, we can put our heads at either end, and that works out great.